as wedding filmmakers, when it comes to lenses, we're mostly gravitating towards the lenses with autofocus or the versatility in range, like a 24-70 or the 35-150. And then sometimes we're using primes for those low lit environments to get that shallow depth of field. But today I want to talk about a different set of lenses that I think most wedding filmmakers should keep an open mind about, and that is cinema lenses. Sirui sent me their brand new cinema lens kit to test out, so today we're gonna do just that and unpack all of the amazing benefits that come inside this kit, and by the end, decide whether or not it is actually worth it for us wedding filmmakers. Inside this beautiful blue suitcase, you get 3 prime cinema lenses, a 24, a 35, and a 50mm, with a 15 and a potential 75 coming soon. These lenses are for full frame cameras, wrapped in a full metal design, and offer a t1.4 to t16 aperture range. But one of the biggest features and one of the most game-changing that Sirui has released with this kit is the interchangeable mounts. Now it comes native for Sony E-mount, but you can also change it to fit Canon RF, L mount, and Z mount, which is one of the first things that I've ever seen when it comes to lenses, because it's just making it super cost effective. You don't have to stress about getting different mounts for different camera systems. If you have multiple camera systems already, this is just going to be an added benefit. Sirui is doing a great job of just saving you some money, keeping things cost effective, but also providing high quality. And then speaking of quality, what I love most about these lenses is you get the aesthetics of a vintage cinema lens, but you get the quality of a very clean, clinical G-Master lens. But maybe you don't really need a lens right now. Maybe what you really need is someone to help alleviate all the backlog sitting in front of you. And if that's the case, I highly recommend you check out Uncut Gems. Uncut Gems is a high-quality video editing service that I've been using for the last year to help alleviate that stress, kick backlog in the face, give me time back in my business, and right now they are kind enough to offer you guys 65% off on your first edit. So head over to uncutgems.com and use my code Wayward65 at checkout so that you can kick backlog in the face and get time back in your business. Now, I of course love to use mist filters just to soften up the edges of my frame, get a little bit more diffusion to the overall image, but even with mist filters, I found that the image quality was super sharp, detailed, and beautiful. I do have a wedding this weekend that I plan on using these lenses a bit more to test out the workflow, see if they can be a good solution for me. I mean, I'm very accustomed to manually focusing. I actually prefer manual focus over autofocus. Yes, there are benefits and pros and cons to both, but that's just how I started, and that's what's most comfortable for me. And because, manual focus kind of offers those imperfections within your frame where everything's just kind of not too perfect. But I will say, if you have a toddler and you need to practice your manual focusing skills, go film your kids, because these guys are so unpredictable that it will help you master that craft for sure. Now, I did experience some hiccups testing out these lenses for the first time, and this was not Surei's fault. This was completely my own ignorance. So we had a snow day not too recently. I had this beautiful, just cinematic snow sequence that I had planned for this video, and I'll still show it on screen here. But as you can see in the edges of my frame, I'm getting this warping, this string-like effect, and that is because I was in active stabilization mode. Now, for these lenses, you want to be in standard if you shoot on Sony, so you don't get those artifacts in your frame, because that would be terrible going into a wedding and having all of your images look like this warped glob of a mess. And it's really impossible to add some warp tape in post to try to fix it, because I tried that, didn't work. So yeah, at least I tested this out at home versus at a wedding, so now I know. And when it does come to manually focusing these lenses, I definitely prefer a focus throw with a little bit more resistance. If it's too fast, then I'm gonna easily miss my focus, and I wanna have some control over this dial. So with the Vision Primes, the throw isn't too fast. It does have some resistance, which is what I like. And if you're using it with a gimbal, say the RS4 Pro with the Focus Motor Pro, then you're not gonna have any issues just locking and loading, focusing on the fly, and getting the shot you need. Now let's talk about the price of this kit, because what you get for the value, it's an actual steal. Considering that most prime lenses, even cinema lenses, are triple the cost for just one. So you're getting this entire kit, if you get it at super early bird pricing, for $1,600. But then once the early bird pricing concludes, it goes up to $1,899, which is still a really good price for this kit. I mean, you're getting 3 lenses, 4 interchangeable mounts, quality glass that resembles G Master quality. So if you've been looking to add some cinema lenses to your kit that are super high quality, cost effective, versatile, gives you that G Master-like quality for a fraction of the cost, interchangeable mounts to fit your multiple camera systems, a super fast t1.4 aperture that gives you beautiful shallow depth of field, beautiful bokeh. These lenses are certainly going to be beneficial for wedding filmmakers who like to take a more manual approach to the craft. So if you want to learn more about these lenses, I do have a link down below. You can snag them at early bird pricing if you're interested. Let me know in the comments what you think of these brand new Sirui cinema lenses. I think they're pretty freaking awesome and absolutely a game changer for anybody in the filmmaking space looking for some quality glass at a very, very good price point. So that's it for me. Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear from you either way. And until next time, keep creating and telling beautiful stories. Peace.